Welcome to Mystically Me, a place to connect your intuition to your higher guidance and hopefully discover just a little bit more about yourself. Welcome, everybody. I wanted to do a recording today because today is a very special day. This is the Lionsgate Portal. If you have not heard about this, it occurs every year on August 8th. I do have a bit of a special connection because my birthday is also today. So as a Leo, most Leos I feel we're pretty connected with lions or cats of some kind. But this Lionsgate portal, I was actually born at the time of the portal when it was its most powerful. And I think I'm just starting to realize what that actually means. So this morning I was outside, actually from sunrise until not that long ago, before it got hot, meditating and connecting with my higher guidance. So before we jump into the cards, a bunch of messages have come through in my journal, and I just want to jump into that. So, okay, now remember, the whole point of your intuition with this is you will know if a message is meant for you. If you are new here, these are channeled readings. I have always been very connected with my angels and guides and have been guided to bring these messages through for other people. So these messages are for a lot of different people, different collective. If you would like me to be able to sense your energy, or you would like messages that are more specifically for you, if you would subscribe or comment or like, that would be great. But also, you don't have to do that. Just kind of set the intention, and then hopefully your guides connect with me so I can bring in what you need to hear today. All right. So, like I was saying, you feel it in your gut. You know if it's meant for you or not. So take what's meant for you and leave what's not. Okay, so something came through the letter J. Um, it said this is a message for someone with letter J. I don't know if your name starts with J or it just means a lot to you. But anyway, J, you are a beautiful, the brightest light. You were not wrong to help whoever you helped, but now you have to accept help. So, like I said, I had a lot of the energy was very powerful this morning, and I have a bunch of just kind of, I don't see that the messages necessarily connect with each other. So, I'm going to go through these and then we'll kind of see what the cards want to say and what they can bring in, just because these are a little out there. Maybe they all connect for you. So, anyway, if you are this J, your guides just want you to know that you, the person you helped, it feels like right now you're thinking, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. That was a bad idea. First of all, release that. You did what you felt was best in the moment, and that's all you can ever do in any moment. But it is time for you to accept some sort of help. So maybe someone's already offered you help and you are kind of hesitating. Actually, I really do feel like that's what it is. So, for who this message is for, whoever is offering you the help, take it. It's not a sign of weakness to accept help. It is a sign of strength, actually, to be able to put yourself out there and, especially if you're someone who is not good at receiving or accepting help or asking for help, it could be really difficult. Just keep in mind there's nothing wrong with it. We all need help at some point in our lives. All right. I also had a very motherly guide spirit come in, and I don't have a lot for this except she just kept repeating, you haven't lost what matters. So for whoever this message is for, I'm not sure if it's a physical item you've lost or a part of yourself you've lost, or who knows? Just this motherly guide, spirit guide. It could have been someone's mother who passed over and they are acting as a guide now. Just very motherly feeling, and you haven't lost what matters is what kept coming through. Also, I feel this goes for everyone listening because I felt like many guides were trying to get this message across today. Trust yourself. Um, this is a moment with the extra energy on Earth. And if you are curious about the Lionsgate portal, so Sirius, the star, which is the brightest, one of the brightest stars, returns back into the sky. This is Nile, ancient Egypt times. So the energy, this portal right now has the double eights, and then this year there's a triple eight. The year I was born is triple eight too. So it is just a very powerful time of manifestation. There's extra energies coming into Earth right now. So be very careful of what you're thinking about, because remember, your thoughts, our words, our actions, those are always creating what we have in our life. So really be mindful and set the intention today for something beautiful and amazing to happen in your life. Okay, so then there was like this energy coming in, telling someone to take a trip. France kept coming through my mind, really like big. France, Europe. But yes, take the trip. And then when this message was coming through and I'm journaling it, suddenly in my mind, all I could keep hearing is say yes to the dress. Say yes to the dress. So I don't know if this is combined. Like maybe someone's about to get proposed to and it's going to happen in Europe, or you are about to go on a trip to Europe or contemplating a trip to Europe, and maybe on that trip is where you find the love of your life. I don't know. I just got a lot of goosebumps for that. So maybe that's it. So hey, whoever this message is for, I don't know what's holding you back. Usually when I'm thinking about trips, it's usually money. So your guides want you to know you're going to have the money. It's going to be great. Plan it. And just when you go on this trip, I don't want you to, hold a bunch of expectations. Just go on this trip with beautiful observant, and who knows what is going to happen. You might be coming back engaged or married. Who knows? So yeah, that was a really positive message, and I'm really excited. Okay, like I said, I have probably like 10 different random streams of consciousness, random messages coming in here. The next one was about chakras and balancing your chakras on yoga. So let me see what let me see if I can get a little more clarity on this one. Okay, so you it feels like you are someone who is recently been introduced to chakra healing, or maybe you just learned about the chakras. uh, I don't know exactly what it is, but what is coming through is that what could help you balance your chakras and bring more balance to your life is yoga, some sort of yoga practice. There are lots of different types of yoga out there. So if you are someone who's like, oh, I don't work out like that, or that doesn't sound like me, I just would uh, try to be a little bit curious and test a few things out, because there's lots of different ones. Like if you want a much slower type of practice that's all on the ground, there's something called yin yoga you could look into. And then, I don't know if they even still do it. I think they probably still do the hot yoga if you're looking for something that's a little bit more, what you would feel is more like a workout, because, it's a super hot room and you're sweating a lot. So, yeah, yoga, just for whoever this message is for, check it out. If this is someone who identifies as male and you are thinking, oh, yoga is a girl's thing. No, it's not. And your guides, honestly, I feel like you have a guide that kind of smacked you upside the head. Honestly, it feels more like an ancestor, maybe like a grandpa. And I don't mean like abusively. That came out really bad, smack upside the head. Just someone that kind of like, oh, just an older relative that when you say something that like that, they just are kind of like, come on, like kind of flick you or something. So yoga is done by men, women, anyone, non-binary, whoever you identify for, or sorry, I apologize, whoever you identify as. Yoga, there could be yoga for you if you want to look into it. Okay, so and I'm sorry that this is so all over the place. I've never had messages come in like this when I journal, so I just wanted to make sure to get them all written down and then get them out to you all. So hopefully whoever needs to hear these will hear them today, and it'll help them take some beautiful action on this Lionsgate portal day of magic. And that's what I believe it is, a day of magic. Okay, so this is someone who, for whoever this is for, I don't know if you were in a relationship with this person or what happened, but you had a recent, within the last couple of years, experience of finding someone who really surprised you, like you weren't looking for it. Um, Honestly, depending on what your situation is, a new romance might not even have been possible, depending on where you are in your life and everything, but someone came into your life and kind of blew you away. Uh, they they just felt like home, for lack of a better word. They I mean, they kind of just blew your eyes right open. But what the message is coming through is that he cares deeply about you. It feels like he's gone, he's left. He's still in shock, even though it feels like this is a couple years or months out. Uh, so, the feelings you provoked in this person, he's in awe of you. And it feels like you've been waiting to know if they'll reach out. So your guidance wants you to remember you need to detach because the person that you left in that situation, the way you two separated, they were not the highest version of themselves. They are not the person they needed to be for you. So even if anything ever was to happen as a romantic relationship, it wouldn't happen until they have evolved. Um, and this is, of course, so the message coming that came through and is they will reach out, but that's not going to happen until you and this isn't something you have to do to them like out loud or on social media or anything. This is within you. You have to accept that you deserve more than the him you met. You deserve the most evolved version of this person, and they're not even going to come back in your life in any way until you accept that, because how it was not what you deserve, and you're just your soul, you showed more of yourself to this person than anyone, and they did not respect it, and so they are not going to be in your life until they can. uh so my next note here is it was space, and then I put outer or personal. So I don't know who this message is for. Let me tune in a little bit and see if I can get more now that we're actually doing the recording. So it feels like this has to do with, I mean, honestly, I do keep seeing like outer space stuff, but I'm not sure how that plays in. But I really am feeling for someone about their personal space. You, so there's someone in your life that maybe they've been in your life a long time. They could even be a family member. So you really don't have any boundaries with this person because they are so close, or they've been in your life so long, or it's one of those like situations where, you know, if it's a parent or a sibling, sometimes setting those boundaries can just be that much harder. Uh, anyway, there's someone in your life right now who really isn't treating you the way you need to be treated. And it is, it's difficult to remove family members. I'm not saying cut this person out of your life. It's a lot. It's a lot harder to repair that kind of like make a bridge after you've took it down, I guess. So if any way possible, find a way, and this is coming through kind of weird, mute them if you can. I'm sure like if they're talking to you in your face, you can't mute them, but maybe you can somehow, but you're being guided to mute them any way possible. All right. So ice cream is another thing that came through. This guide very much had like a grandpa. It was an older gentleman, grandpa or older uncle. You always used to get ice cream together. So they just need you to know that they love you and they're with you. It feels like to me that maybe this is a recent passing, so they're no longer in this 3D world. I apologize for the sounds. I'm actually staying somewhere for my birthday, and it sounds like the fire alarm is about to go. So I'm going to finish this transmission because I know that sound could be really annoying, and then stop this video. I am so sorry that this happened. So anyway, so what came through with this is like they are here with you, and some other things to help like know if this message is for you. They loved Rocky Road, and they were super grossed out by all the sprinkles you'd always put on your ice cream. Um, this person, like you, they are with you always. They know how hard it is, how hard it's been since they are gone, and they just want you to know that you don't have to do this alone and you are not alone. All right? Okay, two more messages and then I will stop this recording so you're not having to deal with this terrible noises. Okay, This is really interesting. I have not done a video like this before, uh, but I like it. I like how personal these messages are. Hold on though. I feel like I got to go back to the ice cream a little bit because this grandpa or uncle wants me to say more. He says little bit or little one. Um, I'm not sure. That uh, just, yes, the relationship you two had was special. You were their favorite. Don't tell anyone else. And yeah, ew. But they love their rocky road. Okay, so next message. This was all about this. Whoever this is for, you either call yourself like a horse girl. I'm a horse girl, or a horse. I don't know if they're actually people call themselves horse boys or horse guys. Um, but regardless, you love horses. You always have, always will. Anyway, what was weird about this was it was a lot about the grooming of the horse and riding the horse, not just seeing horses. So maybe you are someone who has been wondering about if you should put out the money to do some horseback riding, or I mean, I'm being guided that there's someone in your life who maybe you could connect with and you could groom their horses. I don't know why. I feel that someone really wants to do this. Like they want to go and brush the horse's hair and like connect and be there with them. So, yes, okay. Um, you felt also this feeling of someone on a horse and they were riding and it was like they were merged into one. So, I just feel like whoever this message is for, you could use look to horses as for their strength, their solidness, their groundedness. Something about them and their groundedness and you being on the horse just helped you be so much more grounded. Uh, this kind of connected too with getting into the earthing they call it, where you walk around barefoot or in nature. So for whoever this is for, and I'm sorry that I feel like I'm rushing. I just don't want that annoying sound to be a part of this. Um, so whoever is being guided to horses, about horses, if it's just a one-off, go ride the horse one day, do it. If there is someone in your life with horses, maybe reach out, and I don't think that they would mind if you wanted to come brush their horses. I'm sure that they would love the help and the horses would love to have you there too. So just reach out and ask. Don't be afraid to ask because they're going to say yes, of course. So they love the help. All right, and then this came through for someone listening who has been experiencing panic attacks. As someone who has had panic attacks, I understand that telling you to think something when you're having it does not necessarily mean it's going to work. But what is coming through is that when you are in the panic attack, if you can at all, remember that this is temporary. And I know that is very difficult to do because when you're in a panic attack, it feels like it's forever and it's never ending and you just don't know how it's ever going to stop. But just please take a deep breath and it will stop. This is temporary. Find the connection. So search through the patterns. This is a very kind of quantum message. I'm trying to bring it in. Something else that really came through for this person, or if there are multiple people, I know the world is a pretty intense place these days. So panic attacks. Um, Water. You will find comfort in water. So if you can get into a pool, a lake, the ocean, even a bath or shower, maybe not necessarily. Honestly, I do think some of it could help you in the moment of the panic attack. Of course, only if you can swim. Please don't just jump into some water if you're having a panic attack and you can't swim. It's going to make a not great situation a lot worse. So just there is something to if it's possible for you to like identify when those panic attacks, like what was going on when they started, where you were, who you had just interacted with, even on the phone, might be some really helpful guidance on working your way to move out of these panic attacks. And if you were caught in caught up in it, realize there is a way out. It was back in 2000, I think 17, 18, 19, where I had panic attacks pretty bad. And I haven't really had one since I think 2019. Maybe here or there, but not at the level that they were happening because back then they were affecting work. I couldn't do anything. So, I know that we haven't pulled any cards, and I apologize for that. I just want to end this reading. I hope that the messages reached who they needed to reach. And please, today, for yourself, take a few minutes to set an intention of what you want to bring into this next year till next August 8th for this Lionsgate portal. Because you are magical and your intentions have power. So please, write an intention, speak an intention that brings all the most beautiful, wonderful things you deserve into your life. Thank you so much for listening and being a part of this, especially as we're, in the first few months. I really appreciate your support. And just remember, live your life as unapologetically, authentically as you can, and everything will be wonderful. I love you. Have a great day.